Hey, there's a lot of huge things happening right now in terms of the truth. And so I want to talk about a couple things. And with the truth coming out, it's going to escalate some things. If you look at the election fraud in Georgia, which is not making the news, obviously, there's a lot of indisputable evidence of cheating and fraud. Indisputable. And so we're going to see some of that stuff come out. And it's huge when the Secretary of State is actually admitting it. And so that's huge. You have some stuff that's going to come out from the forensic audit in Arizona, which is going to be huge news. And all this rhetoric about that there's been no evidence of election fraud, no evidence, no evidence, no evidence, and that anyone who questions it is a white supremacist. All that's going to fall apart, and we're going to see audits all over the country, including here in Clark County. You also have Black Lives Matters coming out and supporting the communist Cuban regime that has never allowed people to protest against the government. That is a huge statement of truth. That exposes Black Lives Matters, I think, to maybe the followers more than anything, that they're not there for human rights issues. Black Lives Matters is being exposed right now by their statement, which is a big deal. You have Fauci, which I've talked about multiple times. He is absolutely exposed. The truth, if you go to YouTube and you look at Fauci interviews, they're like 90% thumbs downs. And all the comments are calling him out. People are seeing through the vaccines and the dangers of them. More so than they want. But anyways, here's my point, okay? I'm rambling on. I can go on and on about all these things that are coming out. With that being said, the people in power are going to escalate their plans and they're going to move up their timetable. Things are going to get difficult, in my opinion, especially when it comes to the fall. Someone brought up fall to me yesterday, and I kind of thought about it. And, you know, when we go into the flu season and we see more deaths and they start pushing these vaccines and they start pushing door to door and they start taking away our rights and they want to literally censor our text messages, things are going to go down, and it's going to go down fast. With that being said, you have to make sure that you are having a strong connection to God so that you know how to move forward, you know how to protect your family, and you know what is appropriate and isn't. And when I say appropriate, I don't mean in terms of worldly standards. I mean, what is appropriate in terms of taking on these criminals? Okay, because it's a legitimate question. For those of you who are awake, you understand that there's a global effort to put us in oppression, to put us in chains. And in order to fight that fight, you got to be free inside. And I'm going to say this real quick, and this has just come to me today. I mean, it's been on my mind a lot, but also someone I talked to yesterday brought this up. But it's very important that we stay. It's very important that we stay humble. And there's a lot of power if you can come to the realization that you are just a child of God and that you don't understand a lot of things. When you can come to that realization, you can really grow spiritually. God can show you things. But when you think you know so much, you hold on to old ideas, it's hard for God to fill you with new ones. So break those chains, break that bondage, that ego, and truly have the curiosity of a child. And this will help you moving forward in terms of what's going to happen, what's about to happen in our country. All of you guys know it. The evidence is out there, but you also know in your hearts that things are going to get crazy. You see what's going on in Cuba. You see what's going on in Africa. That's coming to America. And if it doesn't, all right, great, good news. But you got to be spiritually prepared, okay? The devil is making moves. All right, guys, God bless each and every single one of you. I want to remind you, on Sunday, we have an event at the Waterfront at 1 p.m. It's a worship service. It's really cool. Open prayers. It's a really good place, especially for the kids. And then at 5:30, Limitless in Washougal, it's an open carry Second Amendment challenge, challenging the mayor of Washougal and the police chief. See you guys later.